Hello, hello, how are we doing? Hope we're all okay. Are we ready for a great day? Just get everything set up. Well, as some of you will know and some of you won't know, we lost the Prince of Darkness yesterday at tea time. It came, the news broke. Although I may look like Betty Sue, my heart is, the Princess of Darkness, as is demonstrated in my wedding ring. That is a solid band of jet running all the way around. And these were specifically made for us in Whitby at a jeweller's. And my husband and I have obviously one each, and mine fits perfectly inside his. And how's that for an unusual wedding ring? The heart of darkness lives. I may have dressed, like I say, like Betty Sue, but I really am the Princess of Darkness. Which brings me to my favourite book that reminds me so much of Ozzy, our dear departed Ozzy. Whenever I think of him, or whenever I think of this book, I think of him. After all, there is the Prince of Darkness. And I thought we'd talk about Swan Song and about the passing of our beloved Prince, the Prince of Birmingham, who came home not 3 weeks ago and gave his final concert, of which nobody could afford tickets to. So unfortunately we couldn't go because we couldn't afford the tickets. But it doesn't matter because his spirit transcends the rock concerts. I've got to say though, I have cried ugly tears since I found out that he'd gone. I was not pretty last night. I was so not pretty. Hurt, sad, devastated. All the feels, all the feelings. Dang it, it's not fair. It's like saying goodbye to, it's like saying goodbye to a long lost friend. I would say musicians of old. Ludwig, yes, Ludwig and Handel and all those people from the past. What I'm trying to basically say is, once in a blue moon, someone like Ozzy comes along, completely transforms the entire industry, transforms your world, gives you an area to belong when you feel like you don't belong anywhere. And makes you feel as though you're at home. And so many people didn't understand him. But his true fans understood him. Hello, fine. Absolutely, utterly, 100% devastating. We haven't just lost a British singer. We've lost somebody who defined an era. Somebody who put metal on the face of the earth and said, for everyone that never felt like they ever belonged to anything, or you belong to this. 82 watch hours. Thank goodness, 200 wheels on rails. Good. Please be, darling. So to everyone out there that feels like an outsider and that you're not being made welcome and you feel like nobody wants you, you are wanted and you are loved. Ozzy gave us that. He said, it's all right. I can't do a Birmingham accent to save my life. See if I can do it. Shannon! Shannon! Where are we? Where are the kids, Shannon? That's the best I can do for an Aussie impression. I'm from Wolverhampton. There we go. That's the best I can do. I mean, I am Yorkshire, so it is a bit difficult to do another accent. Mate, you brought so much flipping joy to our souls and made us feel like we belonged when no one else would have us. I'm a metalhead to the end. As I say, I may look like Betty Sue, I may dress like Betty Sue, but in my heart, I'm a metal girl. Metal girls don't ever give up. And may they grow old disgracefully. I like to think I'm more Elvira, twin set and pearl years. I might look like a cute little blonde, but I can assure you I'm not. And as much as I'm trying to smile today, I am actually really, really devastated. I'm so upset. It's just like part of my childhood has been ripped out. I'm really proud of you, buddy. Oop. I'm also not drunk. There we go. Sorry. I'm trying to get the phone stand. Well, it isn't. Do you know what my phone stand is? It's a flipping sellotape dispenser. That's how low tech we are in this house. Yeah, so to every person that loves heavy metal, that is devastated at the passing of Ozzy, you're not alone. Far from it, you are not alone. And please feel free to talk about any stories that you may have. Actually, my story doesn't revolve around the meeting of Ozzy. It revolves around the meeting of Vincent Furnier. Now, if you're not sure who Vincent Furnier is, look him up. But it is Alice of Coupe. What a genius that man is, and what a kind-hearted soul that man is. I first went to see him when I turned 40. My husband, bless him, managed to get tickets to Welcome to My Nightmare tour, and we went to see him. It was spectacular. That man is a born showman, and it just so happens that that was the year that my husband also had his widowmaker heart attack, and we were getting ready to go through to see him after we'd had a meal together before we'd gone into the concert, and my husband had to take his medication and we couldn't get any water, and we basically we bumped into one of his roadies, and I was just saying, is there any place around here that we can get some water? I said, because my husband needs to take his medication because of his heart condition. And Vincent was so kind as to organise a bottle of water so that my husband could take his meds. That is classy. That is a kind thing to do, and I actually sent him a message via Twitter after the concert. I just said, I just wanted to say thank you so much for such a lovely evening. It's the first time I've ever had the chance to meet you, and I wanted to say thank you for organising a bottle of water so that my husband could have his medication. And he says, first of all, he said, I don't normally respond like this to my fans, but I just want to say thank you very much for coming to see me. It was your very first time meeting me, seeing me on stage, and I thank you for that. And it was a pleasure to help you and your husband, and I hope he's feeling better. I mean, you know, thank you. I was like, what? the guy remembered us. Alice remembered us. And I was like, mate, awesome, rock on. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. It was surreal. And I just want to say that is my only brush with the rock god, Mr. Cooper. And I just want to say that I will remember that for the rest of my life. I'm just saying to y'all, what a nice guy. What a nice guy. And I will go and see him again, because he's such a nice guy. And if you've ever seen that rock goddess who was touring with him on the guitar, most men will faint in her presence because she is so sexy and so gorgeous and so talented. Nita Strauss. Oh, if you've ever seen Nita Strauss play the guitar, she slays it, man. Oh wow, she's every boy's dream. So there's a fun fact if you didn't know about me. Well, you now know that about me. But yeah, it's just been like a little bit bummed out today. I really am. I feel I'm grieving. Ozzy basically got it all off, you know, he started it all off. You know, after him came all the others, you know, within the metal genre. And I'm just like, it's like losing a friend, you know? It's hard to explain unless you're my age, but it's like, the analogy I'll give you, we're all on a bus. All your childhood memories are all on this bus, and all the people that made your life are all around you. And people have got off, some have got on, and it's the life that you're travelling on this bus. And then you get to a certain age point, and more start getting off than getting on. And you're looking around and you're seeing empty seats. And it's making you feel, oh, good Lord, am I next? I'd like to think that I've got 20 really good years left, right? That takes me to 70, right? So I've got 20 really rock and roll good years. And after that, probably my health will start declining. I'm really going to start feeling my age, you know, bits are going to wear out. I hope these don't ever wear out. You know, I'll be going to my grave with a great rack. That's probably the only thing that I've got left. Because hell, my teeth are falling out with the flipping menopause. So yeah, if that's the only thing that I've got left to my name, then I'll take it, you know. Christ, if I get to 70 and they're still this good, I'm not done that. But it makes you focus. When you lose someone as iconic as Ozzy, and he was iconic, does it not focus your mind? Does it not say to you, right, oh my goodness, I am this many years old, this many, and does it not make you think, I can't waste any more time? I can't. I haven't got it in me to waste any more time. I've got less in front of me than I do behind me. You know? I can't afford to waste any more time. I have to get out there and do and live and be me. And you know what? I ain't gonna apologize for that either. You know, you got so many of Gen Z that are running around saying people like me, my age group, are so cringe. Oh my God, you're so cringe. What? That I've seen life, that I've done stuff, that I've met people, I've lived, I've read books, I've visited countries. Oh yeah, that's really cringy, isn't it? You know, oh, you're making a fool out of yourself and all the rest of it. Really? Or am I just enjoying what I've got left? Right? I don't see me going around harming anyone or causing anybody any grief or problems. And I just think, you know what? You do you, babe, and I'll do me. I'm gonna live and do all the things that I want to do. And I'm gonna have fun while I'm doing it. I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna have what's left, right? And that means talking about what I want to talk about, watching the films that I want to watch, reading the books that I want to watch, hell, enjoying that glass of wine, and eat that chocolate cake. Do it in moderation, but just do it. And do you know what I'm going to do in this next 20 years? I'm going to do a little bit more exploring. I'm going to see more things before they put me in my wooden box. I'm going to do stuff. I want to be that girl that I was back in the day before I had kids, because I still am her inside. Sure, I've had to wear the grown-up stuff, I've had to do the grown-up things, but I'd like to think that in my last sort of 20 years on this planet that at least I can be me. And if that to Gen Z is a little bit cringe, is a little bit ooh, then you know what? That says more about you than it does about me. If you can't handle me at like this level, wait till I amp it up to 11. I'm going to blow your socks off. So you see, if Ozzy had a lesson that he needed to teach us, what he's teaching you is this: live each day as if it were your last, because one day it will be. Hey, Grandma, where are you from? Is that what it says? Where am I from? I don't know. I'm from Granny School. I'm from Granny School. Where are you from? Kindergarten? So yeah, whenever I think about Ozzy, or whenever I'm thinking about this book, Swan Song, look how thick it is. 956 pages. This is the first edition. It came out in 1987. Were you born then? Were you born in 1987, Bala? I don't know. You might not be. I was 11 years old when that came out. That story is about a young girl called Susan Wonder. Susan Wonder, at the beginning of the book, is a little girl. She's living in tumultuous times, and cut long story short, nuclear war breaks out, and it just so happens that she survives it, and we go on the epic road trip of a lifetime. The young girl in question is nicknamed Swan, as in Swan Song, the title of the book. And it's good versus evil. It's God versus the devil. A lot of people compare it to Stephen King's The Stand, which came out a bit earlier than that one did. A lot earlier, actually. That came out in the 70s. In fact, I can tell you when that came out. October the 3rd, 1978, The Stand came out by Stephen King, and that was essentially about God versus the devil, but instead of it being nuclear war, it's a global pandemic. But yeah, it's essentially the God versus the devil. In the book of Swan Song, he's known as the man with the scarlet eye. John Phillips. Hello, my darling. I'm talking about Swan Song, and it's related to the passing of Ozzy. every time I look at that book and I'm looking at the man with the scarlet eye, I'm thinking about the Prince of Darkness, and lo and behold, that's who's just passed. So we're talking a little bit nostalgia and a little bit of sadness. Actually, if you want the entire story of Swan Song and don't particularly want to read the book, because if you're not a reader, on one of my playlists is the entire audio book. So with my blessings, please help yourselves, have a listen to it. It's there for your listening pleasure, my dears. Just because we're old doesn't mean that we're not metalhead rock chicks. I cried some ugly tears last night, John. I can't believe he's gone. It was like a force of nature, like looking at a comet streaking through the sky. I can't actually fathom a world without Ozzy in it. It's weird, and I don't like it. It's a very strange sensation. Same here. Yeah, it's weird, man. I'm not going to feel me. I don't think I'm going to be me today. I think I'm going to be a bit melancholic. Have some melancholia. I mean, here I am, I'm at work. I'm doing my thing, like I do every day. Feel as though I've been sucker punched. I was listening to some of the concert while I was out in Sorrento. So, it just feels utterly surreal that he's no longer here. I mean, we're all of us today are all going to be yelling like, Sharon, Sharon, where are the kids at? In my worst impression I have ever done in my life. Will we ever get used to a post-Aussie world? I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I've lost my best friend in the music industry. I feel absolutely destroyed. I don't know. I just feel utterly devastated. But if he's taught us one thing, honestly, it's live each day as if it were your last, because one day it will be. And don't be ashamed to be yourself, because if people can't handle you being yourself, then perhaps they're not worth being around. Hello, hello. Oh. I think I have to go to the front door. Okay, take care. See you later. No, no, it's not raining, thank goodness. There we are. It's straightened up. It's not raining. I had to go to the front door. I'm sorry. There we go. Yeah, I'm just. It's raining for you. Don't worry, we're gonna start. What is it? Mostly cloudy. We'll probably have rain later. It's all the angels crying because Ozzy's coming to heaven. I don't know. I'm trying to do the washing. Ugh. Good luck with that if it's pouring down. Is there any way you can hang anything inside? That's why I put the creel up, so that I can dry certain things. You know, because you can't shove everything in dryer, can you? And you can't hang everything outside when it's pouring down. So you have to have some sort of indoor drying area, and that's mine. Do you ever wish you could just go back in time? Got to put the heating on. Yeah, I understand that. Do you ever wish you could go back in time and just be that 18-year-old girl again? I do. Oh man, did I have it all worked out when I was 18? No. Dryers are expensive and dangerous things. I only ever use it when I only ever wash or dry when I have a full load or I need to do something for a customer. Oh, trousers. Interesting. Anyway, I'm in a bit of a today. Like a lot of us, we're all a bit today. We feel as though we've had the wind knocked out of his sails, so to speak. I just feel like, wow. Where did I get my prop pal from? You mean in the Creel? We made it. We cut down a piece of metal and got a couple of brackets. Yeah, we got a piece of metal pole and we cut it down so it'd fit. A couple of brackets on the side, bookcase at either end, and my husband sort of drilled into the bookcase and stuck it up behind me. I mean, you know, he's an engineer, and he made it for me. And it just sort of like lives above the radiator that's behind me, and I just think it's a really great idea. Yeah, if you went down to local B&Q and bought a metal pole and then, you know, sort of like measure and make sure you can get them to cut it down for you, because that's what we did. We bought the pole down there, we asked them to cut it up for us and smooth the edges off, and then we brought it home and we put a couple of brackets up, levelled it up like, and then my husband put it up, and that was that. 5 minutes, and presto. You just got to find somewhere in your house that you could put one up, I guess, and that's not going to be in the way. Good idea though. So my husband is just like full of good ideas. Kind of guy he is. Yeah, but we just went to B&Q, bought it, got them to cut it down, a couple of brackets, and shoved it up, and that was that. Dead simple, really, a bit like me. Okay, good idea, but don't put it maybe by your cooker in case you set everything off and burn it to the crisp. Probably burn the house down at the same time, which might not be such a good idea. Oh yeah, that's all right. I had visions of y'all frying like a crisp. and not in a good way. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I could live with the guilt if you all died like that. That'd just be, oh God, it'd finish me off. Because it's so, oh. I take it you've got people living in your house that you've not met yet then, that are bringing all this washing in. And there's no space to dry it all. Oh, you just have to tell them. They'll have to run round the house with dressing gowns on because nudity is not allowed. It's your work colleagues. So I'm hoping it going to work colleague, my kids and my husband as well. Oh, blimey. Oh. I salute you for coping. You see, our work is never done, is it? It's not fair. We always get the brunt end of it. We always have to do. We never get a break. Beyond a bloody joke, innit? If I do the washing, if you don't do the washing, you mean if you don't do the washing, it doesn't happen, it don't get done. I know, same in this house. If I don't do the cooking, if I don't do the cleaning, if I don't do the washing, if I don't do the ironing, it wouldn't get done. It's beyond a bloody joke. You end up feeling like a slave. You know, what's that, master? Am I not moving fast enough for you? Exactly. So are you a metal girl then? Yeah, exactly. And oh yeah, we've got to work as well, haven't we? You know, gotta pay them bills. Clean after the kids. Yeah, I know. And we're expected to hold down a full-time job as well as do all that. When does it become an effing joke? An absolute retake? totally understand where you're coming from. It's a joke, innit? And the joke's being played on us. We're supposed to be trad wives and business entrepreneurs at the same time. It is an absolute joke. And then they're jumping up and down and screaming and yelling at us when things don't go their way, like we're personally responsible for the bad decisions that they've made in their lives. Oh yeah, oh, don't get me started on that. It's like you absolutely pathetic people that you seriously expect me to believe that I'm the one that's responsible for you not having a good life? Where did that one come from? That basket finished. I don't think there was too much in this basket today. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And a hanky. Okay, let's get that. Do you know what? If we want to print an invoice, it would help if we turn the printer on. $23rd. It is okay, let's do an invoice for you, sweetheart. Print. Oh, blimey. How many times do I have to click print today? Oh, you know what? My printer always needs my attention. Right, we are doing the backups, the backups, the backups. Every time I do something on the computer, without fail, I will do a backup system. I am paranoid about losing the accounts. Okay. Do it this side instead. No, no, all right. Ooh. Sticky. Ah, stickier than a stick in Stickland. I seem to have it. Oh, dearie me. There we go. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. Turn that off. Yeah, stickier than a sticky thing in Stickland. And it's stuck to me like super glue. Do you know the one thing that really gets to me more than anything in the universe, right, is when I've spent all day at work, I've been out to the clients, and I come home, and the question I'm asked is, what's for tea? I mean, like, you know, did I take the kitchen with me when I went out? Oh, my God, just stand up. Yeah, you just got to ask that question to the kids. It's like, did I take the kitchen with me when I went out? How come you've been on the planet for XYZ number of years and you still don't know how to, you know, do stuff? It's like, for God's sake, grow up. Oh, that worked, didn't it? Screw it, I'll just go get another one. There we are. Oh, okay. Oh. Hmm. Oh, back online. There we are. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah, I do. I mean, I do a meal plan I write it down. I get all the ingredients sorted. I do a food shop list. Surely that's a clue as to what's going in the trough. Not my lot. Oh no. No, they're special. Motherhood. Is it Sprite? Turn the iron on. Jeez. Mid-morning snackies. We just lost the internet for a bit. I don't know. Anyway, on with my second customer. Seem to be flying today, don't we? I like to think of me as still being that 18-year-old girl before she had kids and had the weight of the world on her shoulders. Back when I had a life. It astounds me how they can just, they're oblivious. That's what they are, absolutely oblivious. It would require extra brain cells that they don't have in order to realise that things need doing. And I don't know. We're not there yet. You want to know what a horror story is? It's getting up and repeating and doing the same thing over and over and over again until they eventually leave home. That was a difficult pair, actually. It's very quiet today, isn't it? For a Wednesday. It's 11:30. I think everybody's still in bed. Right, we're frozen.